Right, what's up, Twitch? And there's the YouTube. We just gotta go over to our YouTube stuff real quick, change up some stuff. Get our thumbnail on. November 11th. Oh. Nighttime stream. That's there. Get some more of this. Change that to gaming. It'll be on. So today, we are going to be getting hectic with it. I think in the Black Zone proper. So I learned a little bit about how to do those boss layers and how them bad boys work. And I went out a little earlier today into one of these tier 5 zones, and I did some boss layers, and I made about 1,000,000 gold, or 1,000,000 silver, not 1,000,000 gold, in about an hour. And it was just too good. It was just too much fun. And so I'm gonna buy some poisons here. I'm gonna buy all 5 of these bad boys. And we're gonna buy some catfish here. A couple of them bad boys. Them things equipped. We're gonna run around in some 4.1 gear with some fishes and some poisons. We're gonna do some Black Zone solo open world roaming because I can and I want to. We're just gonna stick to the tier 5 zones right now. We may go ahead and level up our gear a little bit depending on how well we do, how much currency we start making. If things start going real good, then we'll go ahead and move into like some 6.1 or 6.2. But the fame is really good out here. The currency is really good out here. And thanks to these, thanks to these little spots where you can get the boss layers, the currency is just so good out here. So we're gonna be hanging out just in some real basic zones, not getting too hectic with it, not in a lot of gear. If we can get one boss layer done, and that should be enough to make us back our whole set. So we only need to really be able to do one whole boss layer per time we come out, and we should be good to go. My set is currently about 70k. And yeah, so we're just gonna see what's happening here. These are the spots, the barbarians. This is the little thing where you see their boss layer maps. You just go up there, and this is one of the little spots here where I can get some enemies. We're maybe gonna kill some enchanted enemies also. If we find some that are kind of off the beaten path a little bit. We don't want to be fighting too much where there's other people. If I can find a spot that's a little off the beaten path, run into some enemies that way that are good. Ooh, dang, wish I had my pickaxe with me. I'd get that. Alright, there goes my safety. No more invisibility. Sorry, I just whacked my microphone stand again. I keep doing that. The other thing I'm going to think about doing is maybe going into other people's boss layers. If I see any. Just going and messing with some folks. Here we go. Here's a camp that we need to get one of these. You just got to clear everything around, and then this changes to a lighter color. When that happens, you know you can pick it up. There's always plenty of enchanted enemies right around it. See, I got 11k fame from that, 2k 2k silver. I'm probably gonna have to fight both of these. Ooh, might have to fight 3 enemies here. I want to kill this little enemy first. I'll do as much damage as I can to these other guys. But this little enemy is kind of my first priority. Now I'm gonna try and get this big guy. Alright, and then we'll probably just go ahead and jump back up on my horse, reset this, get my health back, and then we'll fight these other 2 bosses. And then we'll take this. Oh, didn't mean to pull both of them at the same time. Let's come over here a little bit and make this one come over here. There we go. There we go. That's the good stuff right there. I'm gonna throw a poison just so we don't have to reset this again, just to make sure. Good deal. And then you'll see this changed, and now we've got ourselves a boss lair. Now it does go straight over there. It's real close to the exit. I don't think I like that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go in, and it's got a 90-second timer, just like regular solo dungeons. Hey, it's a beetle. It's new. It's got a 90-second timer, just like solo dungeons, before the entrance closes. So we'll just stay right next to the entrance there. And we'll wait and see what happens. Being out here in the black zone is pretty fun. I've been enjoying it. Like I said, I played for about an hour earlier. This is just a regular encampment, so we'll be coming back for that probably. There can be... Oh, this is a group encampment. Don't want to be anywhere near that. That's how we die. But just being out in the black zone is a lot of fun. Because you always feel like there's a little bit of danger. Because, well, there is. Somebody could just come and murk you any old time they feel like it. So this is our solo boss lair. We're gonna hop right in here. Hope nobody comes by for 90 seconds. The way we time that 90 seconds is we just hit log out and it starts a 300-second timer. So at 210 seconds we know. But also a new thing pops up where it tells us that it's closed. I still like to do the log out trick just in case I'm not paying attention. And I don't know, maybe it takes me a little while or something like that to log out. I want to see that timer and I want to see that notification also be available to me. So we just do it that way to make it as easy as possible. But we're going to be just taking care of this. And we just want to see about making as much currency as I can. Got another 50 seconds here. 45, halfway. Now that nobody's come in, we've almost got our bubble back. So we're going to have to wait 5 seconds. If somebody were to jump in right now and then we just immediately left, we wouldn't get our bubble. And if they had a buddy outside, then we'd be in big trouble. But because now that our bubble is gone, so we can use the bubble, we can leave. So if somebody comes in, we leave, we get our bubble, and then we can just mount up our horse and be good to go. And 7 more seconds until we're safe. You're going to see it's going to say, yep, entrance to this dungeon is closed. No more players can enter. Now this is a boss lair, so it's structured kind of like a dungeon, but not really. There's just going to be a couple of enemies in here. We're going to kill them all real fast. And then we're going to go take the boss down. Get our rewards. Obviously, the higher tier zone you go into, the better off you're going to get as far as loot. But even right here in one of these tier 5 zones, right next to the main city, okay, we're not going anywhere, we're not using the safe teleport, we're not doing none of that. Because honestly, we just don't need to at this point. With the safe teleport, the entrance zones are no longer really the greatest place to be ganking. People are going out with their their guilds and stuff like that and just worrying about their guild zones, and they're not having to worry about these portal cities anymore. And so even just being here in the portal city, being right next to the entrance, we're in a pretty good spot. So we're going to get up our energy here. We've got our boss. It looks like that's a blue chest back there behind him, which is fine. We'll probably get about 100k from that. I've seen as low as 50, but I've only ever gotten less than 150 from a chest one time since I've been doing this, and I did, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them earlier. So I made quite a bit. I was mostly getting about 250k, especially the purples that I was getting were worth about 250k. And then I had a couple of 300s as well. So just some real good rewards here. And so we're going to open up this blue chest right here, and we're going to get 64k. It's not half bad. A lot of that comes in these pouches here, right? So we got 20k worth of pouches. So even if we die, we made 20k. But even if we don't die, we've almost made our whole set in just that one. Plus any currency we've picked up, we've definitely secured our entire set so far. So that's pretty good. So we're going to keep cruising around. We're just going to keep looking and see if we can't find some boss mobs and some more of these. There's where it should be, but it's not there. If I get any of the ones with the circles under them, I'll go ahead and kill them. There's where one should be, but it's not there. It seems like these zones change a lot faster and a lot more often. In the black zone than they do in the yellow zone too. In the yellow zone, they felt like they were pretty static. Why am I lagging so bad? What's going on? Skipping around all over the place. Oh my god, why does this happen? Stop it, you piece of garbage. Yeah, I know my network's all jacked up and everything. I just want to do my stream, come on. Can we not? Everything's all fuzzy. I'm dropping huge amounts of frames. There is an uncommon treasure coffer over here, though. Okay, well, my stream came back. Looks like I'm still dropping a lot of frames. We're gonna keep going. We're just gonna try and power through it here. See what happens. Nope. We've got the uncommon treasure coffer, but we've also got a regular treasure coffer for this solo cache here. So we're actually going to get 2 treasures. We're going to kill this boss thing first. We just want to get this so we can get this solo coffer for this treasure coffer. It's uncommon, might have some good stuff for us, and then we'll worry about finishing up getting this fame so that we can get this other. Hey, and that's another 68k. We're about double our investment here, which is honestly kind of incredible. We've only been out here for about 7 or 8 minutes. We've got a little over 100 and something K. So we're doing good. We're gonna kill this boss here. Hopefully this will be enough. Get us our cash. If not, we've still got some enemies that we can kill down below. And even though it says there's 6 to 15 people here, I haven't really seen anybody bothering me with these little engagement zones. And that's honestly kind of cool. Hey, get some fame. That's part of what I'm out here for, is just to get some fame, so that's nice. And we'll carry on with our day. And I'm gonna have to start bringing my pick out here. That's a pretty big investment if I do. That pick is worth over 100K. Worth my whole set and then some. Oh. I think it might be that area of the zone. It's messing up my computer. Or messing up my network. Why would that even be? Maybe it has something to do with those people's hideouts or something? I don't know. The game is freaking out right now. Weird. I don't like it. I don't like it one teeny weeny little bit. But I honestly think that might have been the problem, was being over by those hideouts. Hey, there's a bug. Why does my game not want me to be near hideouts right now? What the heck is going on? Can't be out in black zone and not be able to be near hideouts. That's the stupidest crap I've ever heard. Let's check these rewards. Okay, nobody can steal these from me, so we can go ahead and use them. Hey, there's a new follow over on Twitch. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name because I don't know what it says, but thanks for the follow. Welcome to the chat, welcome to the channel. How are you? That's Quizza. Nice, thanks. Appreciate it. What's up? We're back to the entrance here. Okay, well, I've kind of already run through this area. And I've gotten my quest, and I'm not liking how that zone is lagging up my stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and just sell everything that I just picked up here. We're gonna use these. We're gonna do a quick sell here. This is 80 something. Okay. I can only sell it for 59. What is it that I'm losing so much on? Alright, that cape I'm taking a huge haircut on. Now we'll sell everything, and then we'll sell this with a sell order. Nice. Wasn't able to sleep. I'm scrolling Twitch, and there you are, back online. Yeah, I actually just started again. Just started. We're gonna... we're out in the black zone proper right now. Having ourselves a good old time. There's something's going on over here. Overwhelmingly powerful vortex. Ooh, a 5.4 treasure that unlocks in 13 minutes? Ooh, that's gonna be a fight. There's gonna be a whole lot of people in here. Yeah, 16 to 50 people. Jeez. That's alright though. They're gonna be over dealing with this and dealing with this. They're not gonna be messing with little old me. Yeah, well, I don't know how much PvP we're gonna get into. Mostly it's time for running away. Because I'm only 979 IP in the set that I'm in right now. But we're gonna see how the currency making goes. And if everything goes well, then maybe we'll start stepping it up. If I can easily make, you know, 1 million every time I get sent back, then I'll happily, you know, come out in a set that's worth 500k. And if using a 500k set can net me 2 million, then I'll come out in a 200 or in a 1 million set. And we'll just keep stepping it up, and every time being in a bigger set gets me a lot more currency. And we'll step up into a better set. Because why not? I'm still dropping just a whole mess ton of frames. But here's some people that maybe I could fight. And probably together. Yeah, it looks like they're together. Too bad. Could have maybe fought them if they... Oh, there's a spider over there too. Man, I'm in the middle of some deep shit right here. Oh. This person's super interested in fighting me. I don't know what they think they're gonna do. I'm on a horse and you don't hit very hard. Alright, well let's try and get out of this area because there's too much stuff going on over here. I don't like it. That's how you end up dead. And I ain't trying to end up dead. So far, I actually haven't died out here in the black zone, so... And if it had only been one person over there in that encampment, I would have gone ahead and fought one person. They were both just barely higher than me. I think I could have had a pretty good chance. And it would have been a lot of fun. You just gotta pick your battles when you're out here. You're not gonna be able to fight every single thing you see. Not everything is a good opportunity. The problem is you gotta be able to figure out whether or not it's a good opportunity real quick. I might get a few kills. I might. I'm certainly gonna try for it. I am more than happy if I... Ooh. There we go.
In life, you torture Albion. In death, you feed it.
These bike bosses with the circle and the spiky stuff coming off of them are worth a whole lot of fame out here in the open world. It's a really dangerous prospect to fight them because, you know, other people could just walk by and you'll be fighting this big old boss and they'll just decide to nuke you. But hey, there we go. 150,000 fame, 37,000 silver. I'm killing that one enemy. That's a whole lot of fame right there. I wasn't coming out here before because I didn't think that it was going to be nearly as valuable. Fame is your XP for your weapons. Yeah, fame is basically XP in this game. So when you're leveling up gathering, you get gather fame. And when you're leveling up your combat abilities for your different weapons, you get combat fame for killing things. It's just how we figure out how much XP you're getting. They just name it funny. Oof, I keep getting hit by that. Let's use a poison just so we don't get nuked here. Real nice. That went pretty good. That went pretty good. What tier zone comes next? If I go up here. Oh, this is a tier 6 zone, so we might go try out that tier 6 zone here in just a second. Person's 1200, they'd probably beat me. I might have a chance of fighting them. They're about 300 ahead of me though, so that's about 33% of my IP ahead. You have to remember that the lower your IP is, the less it takes to be a huge percentage ahead of you. So if you're 2000 IP, then 200 is only 10%. But if you're 1000 IP, 200 is 20%. So if you die and someone take all your stuff, can you find them and get your stuff back? Sure. Sure. Not likely, but it is possible. Let's bring this guy out a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, item power. And it determines everything. So when you have an item, the item has a base item power, which is 700 for this 4.1 gear. But then because, 700 for 4.0 gear. But then because it's enchanted to +1, it gets a bonus 100. It has a quality of good, so it gets a bonus 20. And then I have mastery in this particular spear, so I get another 211. So instead of 700, my IP for this item is 1031. So my base damage is higher, my ability damage is higher, all that stuff is higher when I use this weapon. Alright, now I got the big guy and the two little guys over here. They're right next to the cache, so I want to kill them. So that I can get that cache. We're going to kill the two little ones first. And I'm in a tier 5 zone with tier 5 gear, so this is right about where I should be in this particular set. You said people will bring lower tier gear to lethal PvP fights. Can someone with a tier 8 gear and like wipe everybody? Absolutely. It absolutely happens all the time. The reason people bring lower tier gear is because that person in that tier 8 is probably really good anyway. So there's a really good chance that you're going to get killed if you go up against them, even in good gear. So people bring lower tier gear because it doesn't matter if they lose it. Right, this only cost me, the set that I'm wearing only cost me 70k. So I've already made it back like almost 3 times since I've been back here. So if I die 3 times, I'm still in the black. And that's good. But if I brought my 6.2 set out here, which is 1,000,000 silver, then a person in tier 8.4 could still come and kill me. And then I'd be out 1,000,000 silver instead of 70k. So the cost of gear goes up kind of exponentially with level. And so you just end up losing a lot of currency unless you have really good IP. And so the problem is that you have to earn specialization. You have to get all the XP for the gear that you're wearing to maximize your IP. You saw that mastery bonus here. Well, this isn't even as much mastery bonus as you can get. You can get almost another 100 mastery bonus than what I have. And so without that, somebody in less gear than me, in cheaper gear than me, has the same item power that I do if they have maximum specialization. And because of that, oh, don't want to be near that. That's how you die, Chris. But because of that, they can risk less and take more from me if we get into a fight. So it's a really bad idea to come out here in good stuff if you don't have maximum specialization, because you're just risking more gear without the IP to back it up. And honestly, most people just don't even come out here if they're not maximum specialization, because the black zone, they call it the Outlands, is just a brutal place. You can't control how many people fight you. Most of what I've been doing has been in the mists, and so in the mists, it's all 1v1. You can't be in a team in the mists. You could sort of unofficially partner up, but because the mist that you enter is random, it's really hard to get in there with a person you actually know. And so it's really hard to team up in the mists. And so I've only ever had to contend with one person at a time. Or if there were two people there, then we were sort of all against each other. And so it was very, very easy to deal with. But out here, there are guilds that own these zones. They can actually take control of the zone, and they've got these hideouts and stuff out here, and they do all their crafting and stuff out here. And so they're very interested in being in control. This guy's naked on an ox. He's a spotter. He's here to tell all these people here that somebody just walked in. And so now you see these other people came to come get me because they weren't on mounts. So if I'd have stayed in there, they'd have just tracked me down and killed me. Albion's a good game. The only problem I have with Albion right now is the fact that there's no faction out here. So all the PvP out here in the Black Zone is sort of controlled by the guilds. And, I mean, I've said it a bunch of times, but I hate that system. I think it's really bad for any game. And so I think if the factions carried over into the Outlands as well, and you couldn't kill people of your own faction, and so you had this sort of natural camaraderie with the people of your faction out here, then I think that would just make the solo and small group experience much better. Because right now all this stuff is really just controlled by the big guilds. And it makes it really unfun if you're not willing to run away and try really hard and just be super sweaty every time you come out here. There's no casual Black Zone experience. If you're not willing to come out here and risk everything and, you know, work super hard. Guild and faction. So guild is player run and factions are system run. And the faction system is on the main continent where I've been doing most of my fighting and stuff out in the open world there. So the main continent is all run by the factions. And the factions control the territory instead of the guilds. And so when you flag up for faction PvP, you're automatically basically on a team with everybody else in your faction who's flagged up. And so then when you encounter people from the other faction, and people are like taking over, oh my goodness, please don't come over here. Please don't come over here. But when people are like taking over towers and stuff, oops, somebody just got killed like right next to me. But when people are taking over towers and stuff in the mainland, they're taking them over on behalf of the faction. So the faction owns them, not the individual players, not the individual guilds. And so it's just this kind of realm versus realm war system, which I actually really like and I think is really good. Claim those, nice. What are we up to? 101k down there? Good deal. So I can't go forward anymore because if I go here, that's that spotter and they'll kill me. So I can't keep going into a deeper tier here. I would like to go be in a tier 6 zone. I think that's right about where I need to be right now. Is tier 6. So I think I'm gonna maybe go. What's in this zone over here? That's a tier 7 zone. I definitely don't want to be in a tier 7 zone. And I don't want this dude to kill me. Definitely doesn't know what he's doing. Good deal. There is a blob right in front of the gate though. And they might know that I'm coming. Okay, so as soon as we cross this threshold, we get our bubble. Now nobody can kill us. We can just exit through the gift shop. Is there a way to get past the spotter? No, there is not. Unless they're just not paying attention. There's a ton of exits from this main city. So I can just pick a different path, right? I could go this way, go out into this tier 5 zone, and then maybe go up into this tier 6 zone. So we're going to try that. There's an invisibility that you can pick up right as you leave. So you just come over here and you snag this. It gives you invisibility. And then when you go out, you have like 30 seconds or something like that to ride around. You can usually get into the next zone with it. Oh, wow. You get 2 minutes. Okay. So you get 2 minutes of invisibility. And you just ride around with it. Those people don't even know I'm there. So I can kind of go see what there is to see in this zone. See if it's a place I want to be. And if not, I'll probably go up through here and try and go into that tier 6 zone. So there's tons of people in this zone right now. These zones were not this populated earlier. This is pretty prime time, right? It's 11 o'clock here. It's midnight Eastern. So it's only 10 o'clock Pacific right now. So there's lots of people. Which just means lots of conflict, lots of potential death. So I've got a minute left on this. If I get up there quickly, I might have a little bit of invisibility left when I get up. Maybe. Probably not. It's fine. And then we'll go into the next zone and see what's going on. And maybe there's a spotter. If there is, then you know, we'll turn around and we'll come back. There's a spider right there. This crystal spiders are group content. No spotter, which is nice. There are only 0 to 5 people in this zone, which is very nice. So I think I'm going to be very happy here. And feel pretty safe. I'm kind of confused with the spotter. What do you mean? It's just a player. This person's going to chase me. They're probably on a team with that person. Okay, they both left me alone. You mean you're confused as to why somebody would do that, or? Yeah, it's a real player. Yeah, somebody sitting totally naked. So you can't get anything from killing them. So they're not risking anything. They're just out there with nothing. And because of that, ooh, a large chest. Well, everybody will be over there. And then we got a couple of granite treasures. Dang, that's crazy. Yeah, but it's just a real person who's sitting there, and he's working with those other two gankers. They came to kill me before I left. And he just lets them know they're all in a Discord or something like that. What's probably happening is that spotter player is probably a new player who doesn't have resources of their own. And so they're trying to make money. And so they're... Yeah, there'll be times when they're offline. For sure. But it's that player's probably not affiliated with them. He's probably trying to make currency. And so he's probably just selling his time for, a couple 100K every 15 minutes or something like that. I don't know exactly what the going rate is for a spotter, but because they don't have high spec or anything like that, they have a hard time making currency on their own. And this way they don't have to risk anything and they can just make currency. Maybe they get a cut of whatever the people pull out. Right? They maybe get a cut of the ganks or something. I don't know. But they'll just sit there for however long that gank squad wants to be there. Oh, absolutely. Super boring. I would never do it. But, I mean, if you can't make your own currency and, maybe you got zeroed out or something because you were wanting to play in the black zone and you took a good set out and got killed and now you've only got, 10K silver to your name, spending an hour sitting there watching and being in a Discord and telling people, hey, somebody's over here or whatever. Could be a decently easy way to make a bit of currency back. Get a new set, start over again. Because you can get totally zeroed out. If you get salty, you get killed and then you get mad and then you run it back. And you get killed again and run it back, get killed again, run it back, bring a better set, get killed again. You can go from having, 10 or 15 million silver to absolutely nothing real fast. Want to kill this Morgana boss here. And I got 49K fame and 10K silver from that. That's another couple K worth of stuff. That's nice. There aren't very many of these camps around. Where I was expecting to find... Yes, tier 8 is the max zone. See if I go through here. Where do I pop out? Pop out right here. This is a tier 5 zone. But it's quality 3, so its loot chances are way up. Alright, well I'm not finding any of these maps here, so let's go to the next zone. Because the zone I'm in right now is only quality 1. So if you look in here, you get to see all the bonuses. Right now, my loot bonus is 160%, silver bonus, combat fame bonus. But if I go into this next quality 3 zone, I'll actually get more bonuses to loot and stuff like that, because it's further and further away from the main city. And so it's more and more dangerous. And higher tier guilds own these further zones. And then we'll just run through this little center thing. I didn't see a scout there at the beginning, but it's still a chance that there will be somebody down here just waiting for people to run through. Doesn't look like it though. Looks like we're in the clear. Right, and we've got 0 to 5 people in this zone. Nice little tier 5 zone. We're gonna run around looking for camps. Because these are barbarians, I feel like I have better luck with the barbarians giving me dungeon things. I don't know why. Just seems to have worked out that way so far. There's a 1,000. Must be a gatherer, it is. My horsey's almost dead. But yeah, we're just roaming around. Looking for dungeons. Oh, there's a spot where there would be one, but there isn't one. I'm gonna head over here. It looks like we might have a couple of dynamic event spots. But maybe I'll get some outdoor chests. Yeah, here we go. Here's one. Nope. Okay, we'll let that have that one, and maybe I'll come back to it in a minute here. That's just... oh, okay, this is a group dungeon area right here. Oop. That's also a group dungeon area. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to go around this way to get there. Also, if they think that I left, it's possible that maybe these folks didn't stay. Actually, it looks like they didn't stay. We're going to drop our aggro there. Just going to fight this boss. Our goal here is to try and dodge as many of his abilities as possible because we want to have as much health as we possibly can at all times out here. Because you never know when somebody might stealth up to you and start attacking you, or... I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that can get done out here. You just always want to be on your guard. and be in a position where you can flee. I wonder if Light No Fire uses procedural Earth, then two players at the same coordinates will have different features around them, or what? Or if it's like seeing, it is my understanding that Light No Fire is going to be a single Earth that everybody is going to share. But that company, I don't know what their company name is, has published information that was fairly misleading in the past. So it wouldn't shock me if it was more like No Man's Sky than it is a shared open world. But they do call it a shared Earth. Okay, this is a group engagement camp, and I can't do that. Yeah, it's a single Earth, but on the trailer it says procedural. Right, so because it's so huge, they just haven't handcrafted the entire planet. Right, you can have something that's procedurally generated, but is not dynamic, meaning that it doesn't change every time you go to it, right? It's always the same, because they wouldn't have the ability to handcraft a planet that large. That's just way too much at that scale. And so what they've done is they've used procedural generation to craft the planet, but then it's going to be a static planet. So it's always going to be the same. So if you go back to the same area, you're always going to see the same stuff. That is my understanding of it, yes. Now, I could be wrong. Like I said, that was kind of what we were assuming was going to be the case with No Man's Sky as well when it first launched. Because everybody was going to share the same environment, and everybody was going to see the same stuff. Now, it did turn out that in No Man's Sky, everybody did see the same environment. They just weren't all sharing the same instance of that environment, which is kind of what we thought. So my hope is that with Light No Fire, we're all just going to be in the same instance of the environment all the time. I think that'll be really cool, but we'll see. So we're getting a cache here, and this is the map that I've been looking for. So we're going to kill this person so we can get this cache real quick. So this is why being out here in the open world is so valuable now, because these little encampments are brand new. Nice, a 56k here. And these dungeon layers, or these boss layers, are new also. And so being able to get a boss layer and 2 chests. Oh, there's somebody on a moose down there. I'm going to pay attention. He may or may not dismount and come try and kill me. Can I open this? I want to eat. What's his... Oh, okay, this person's only 762 power. It's possible that this person is a scout, and they've found me, and they're now reporting back to somebody else. I am not going to operate on that assumption, though. Oh, here they come. I'll just get back up on my horse here. And let my health hopefully regen. They are in the mood to fight, though. I should just fight them. They are significantly weaker than me. Oops, missed. There we go. Dang it, I didn't dodge either of those. That's too bad. So I've made too many mistakes here. I'm probably not going to be able to take this person out. But we'll see. Now we're doing alright. I need to get back to my heal. I think they got me. Which means quite a bit more time here. We'll buy myself some time with my move speed. Now we have 5 seconds till my heal. Now both of us are kind of waiting on skills and stuff. I have a fish, and they don't. So I will gen health back way faster than they do if we go out of combat. Oh, and he just wasted his movement speed. That was a terrible idea. Yeah, now I'm regenerating health at a crazy speed, and he has no movement speed to get away from me. This is over. Good fight. Good game. Ooh, he's got a whole lot of something in here. He was out gathering. What am I missing that's worth so much? He's got 100k worth of something in here. Oh, there it was. Nice. That was fun. That was real fun. Good fight. I feel like that was pretty even though I was quite a bit higher than that person. As far as item power, they caught me when I was about 2/3 health. So I had lost 33% of my health when they started that fight. So we had a pretty even fight, and we were both almost dead. We both decided to take a step back, but he didn't realize that I had that fish. So my health regen was just way, way faster. And that really sealed the deal for me. Oh, I got pushed out of my horse there. So if somebody comes to gank me, I'm not going to be able to just get on my horse. Which is pretty unfortunate. I need to clear this. What's the pie for? Pies are to help you gather more. They increase gather yield, and they increase your carry weight. Alright. Now, we get our boss lair. It shows up on our map here. We summon up our mount. It's really close to the entrance. So there is a pretty big potential of somebody seeing us there and coming in. So when we go in there, we're going to stop at the entrance. Ooh, another boss. I kind of want to kill that, but I only have so many minutes. I think I get 10 minutes to come down and go ahead and enter this boss lair. And if I don't enter in that time, it disappears. But I think I'm the only one who can see it for right now. And then once I go in, everybody else can see it for 90 seconds. And then if nobody else comes in after, before that 90 seconds, then I'll just be home free. But if they come in before that 90 seconds is up, then I have to either fight them or run away. So depending on their item power, that'll make that determination for me. That's my first lethal kill. That was the first person I've taken stuff from. So this is the boss lair. I see nobody else around. So I go in. Hit escape. I hit log out. Because we want to keep this timer up. Because in 90 seconds, this thing closes. What am I looking at here? I'm up to 560k since I've come out. Dang, I didn't realize I picked up so much currency. That's great. But I've got 43 plus whatever's in there. Let's do a little sort here. Got a lot of stuff that's going to need to be repaired. That person that I killed dropped a lot of stuff. That stalker jacket's pretty valuable. This is pretty valuable. That's pretty valuable. Real nice. Real nice. Because I'm fairly noob at this game, yes, I need to cash out. And that's what I'll do. When we finish this dungeon, then I'll just head home. So either I can run all the way back, or I can teleport back. Teleporting back costs currency. So we're going to see how much it's going to cost and how much I've made. We've almost got a totally full inventory here, but I can like get rid of this kelp. I can get rid of some of these low tier resources. I can use all of these. Let's go ahead and do that. I got 10 more seconds before nobody can come in here and kill me anymore. So much fame. Dungeon is closed. Nobody can come in. Nice. There's tons and tons of free fame. Nice. Good deal. Level 88 mastered. We'll be at 100 specialization in no time on that stuff. And once I hit 100 specialization, these enemies are much harder. These tier 6s. Oh no, these are tier 5s, okay. I don't know why I feel like these are more difficult to kill. That's right, we went through a tier 6 zone to get to this tier 5 zone. But I really like these boss layers because they're just quick little dungeons. They've only got a handful of enemies usually, and then just bammo straight into the boss. Kill the boss, get your loot, walk away. The danger of this comes from the fact that in order to open one of these, you have to go out into the open world and fight those enemies out there. And other people know where they are, and other people are looking for them. So there's a good chance that just like what happened just now, I had to fight that guy in order to be able to get into the dungeon, or to get the map or whatever. That's pretty likely to happen basically every time. This boss layer is a little bit longer than I'm used to. Oh no, here it is, okay. We also have 4 unclaimed rewards here. None of that stuff really be a problem. And now we've got our boss.
In life, you torture Albion.
Looks like we're only going to get a blue chest from this boss. That's too bad. But this is a quality 3 zone. So I'm hoping for at least another 100k. Alright, got him killed. There's my blue chest. Open it up. 60k, not bad. Alright, we teleport out of the dungeon. The exit dungeon teleport is free. The return home teleport you actually have to do while mounted. And it takes a really long time. And the price changes depending on how far you are away from the main city. So it would cost me 52k to teleport back. I've got 549k worth in here. So about 10% of what I've got to teleport back, or I risk it all and I run. I'm not greedy. I'm teleporting. I will happily take a 10% haircut. And then here we are. Now there is another option for leaving the city now. There's a safe teleport option. Let's see, we're going to repair all this stuff for 82k. We're going to hit a quick sell. I don't think I have anything in here that I want to keep. No, I'm not bringing anything with me. So my inventory is worth around 470. If I sell it, I would make about 376. So I'm losing 100k in here somewhere. So sometimes what I do is if I do these quick sells, then I'll look for stuff like this Master's Cape. I'm losing 19k on that. That's not worth. This Adept's Axe. I'm losing 37k on that. That's not worth. This Stag, I'm losing 18k on. That's not worth. And that's almost that entire 100k that I'm losing just in those 3 items. So I'll take the haircut on everything else. Sell all that instantly. And then we'll just make buy orders for these. Or sell orders for these, sorry. And get the full amounts. So that I'm not losing too much. And then I need to buy some more fish. At tier 7. But I've made, what, like 7 or 800k already? In 2 fish. 2 fish is an hour. That's pretty good. At my tier. Then we'll buy, I want 10 of these. Fish is the lifesaver. Lots of people don't like to use them. But I get away well enough that I think the fish is really valuable to me because it makes me look weak. And then I heal up a lot. And so people keep chasing me if I'm low, even if I'm getting away from their attack range. And give me a really good opportunity. So this is the new safe portal. And this allows me to teleport to a random place in the region I'm in. So this is the Fort Sterling region in the Outlands. And this is the rest of the Outlands for all of the other main cities. So it'll take me to a random spot out here. And it prioritizes places that don't have a lot of people. So I can travel out to one of these, pay 13k. And then this portal will be here for an hour and a half. 90 minutes. I can just go back through this portal anytime I want to get back. So now I want to look at the zone I'm in. Where is the zone I'm in? Here I am. So I'm in a tier 7 zone right now. I don't want to be in a tier 7 zone. So I'm going to look around. There's a tier 5 zone right below me. So I'm going to go down to this tier 5 zone. Because I can't beat tier 7 bosses. And so if I try and do stuff in here without better gear, then I won't know what I'm doing. But you can see it took me to a place where there's only 0 to 5 people. I'm super far away. Right, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zones from the main city. I would have had to run all the way out here. Yeah, see you later, Quizza. Have a great day. Have a great day. Going down to this tier 5 zone, this level 5 zone. And seeing if we can make something happen. What did we sell? Master's Cape? Nice. That's that cape I just put up. Ooh, there's a spider. So I definitely can't kill this spider, right? It's got 34,000 HP and it's a tier 7 spider. But the crystal spiders are really cool. And they're worth a lot. Killing those things will get you a ton. So if you have some friends and y'all want to come out here and do some stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. But we're just going to wander around and look for camps and try and get a teleport. Or not a teleport, a boss dungeon. And then when we want to leave, we'll just go back up to that last zone we were in and go to that portal. We've got 90 minutes, and it even shows us right here. This is how long our save portal activates. We've got 90 minutes to get back and use our save portal. Use the journey back ability in the black zone, claim that, nice. 20,000 fame, good deal. This is probably normally a engagement zone, yep, and it's a group. So I can't really do that by myself. Well, thank you for the 15k for free. No map there. Something that's important to notice, or to note, is that the safe zones, or the safe teleport, costs more depending on the tier of your gear, or maybe the cost of your gear, I'm not sure which. So if you're coming out here to gather in like a full 8.0 set, okay, here's a map, then you're going to have a bad day because it's going to cost you a whole lot to teleport with those safe zones. So I guess depending on how much currency you might make, it may or may not be worth it to you. Because it can get hella expensive to teleport out here. But I'm just in 4.1. I'm just running to the nearest 5 or 6 tier zone. And so it shouldn't be a problem for me. And there we go. We get our map. Ooh, it's pretty close to us. That's great. It's kind of near this tower right now. And that's a little sucky. I might run into some people over there. But we've got 0 of 5 people in the area. So I'm not too concerned. We should be safe. I haven't gotten a legendary chest out of one of these boss dungeons yet. Ooh, there's a boss. I'm gonna come back and maybe get those, because there's a whole lot of enchanted mobs there. And my lair should be right around here. Here it is. A solo boss lair. Nobody else around. Get in there. And we always do the safe. Whoops. We always do the safe thing. We always hit the log out. We always wait for the 90 seconds. Because the last thing I want is for somebody to come in here and catch me fighting. Where are we? We're at 88. We get quite a bit of fame out here. We're going to hit our second shield. We've got a regular shield. It'll get up to 100. Right about the same time the rest of this stuff does. And then we'll have 2 level 100 shields. Or spec 100 shields. That's pretty great. Exploration. Zone types. Enter black zone. Earn 250,000 fame in a quality level 4 black zone for 20 learning points. Wow. How many learning points do I have now? I'm up to 706. You get a ton of learning points for doing this stuff in this journal. Especially it seems like the exploration, especially the black zone exploration, seems to give you a lot. I still have never entered a red zone, so I need to do a ton of stuff in the red zones too. But honestly, I think the red zones are more dangerous than the black zones. All right. Entrance is closed. Nobody's here. So we just get to go do our little... boss and call it a day. I really can't wait now. Because of these boss dungeons and stuff out here, I really can't wait to get into like some really good 8-point something set. Like an 8.3. And really just drill down on some high tier zones. And get a ton of currency. Bet you I can make a couple million an hour doing tier 8s. I bet. And that just sounds like a lot of fun. I enjoy this game because everything in this game sort of revolves around your econ. I'm kind of an econ player. I really like crafting, I really like gathering, I really like all that stuff. So, it looks like we got another blue chest. Bummer. I was getting a lot more purple chests earlier. No. Dang it. Got him. And we go open up our chest. See what we get. Hey, 365k, what's up? From a blue chest, what did I get that was so valuable? That right there. Expert's Demon Armor. Oh, it's a 5.3, that's why. Nice. And then we leave. Heck yeah. And that's still the second fish. I'm still not even on my 2 new fish. Oh, we got a 4.2 log there, which is kind of back near where I was going to go to fight those bosses and stuff. I'm probably not going to go back down there, because somebody will be there. And while I should want to go and try and see if there's a gatherer down there and kill him, because if there's a high tier gatherer down there with like some tier 8 Avalonian stuff, that'd be a pretty huge payday for me. That's just too much of a risk, and I'm not good enough at PvP. Be going with that. Maybe if I hadn't just picked up 300k, I'd go see. But right now, my currency is more important than anything else because I'm, new character, new account. Didn't have anything from before because I deleted all my characters. So we're roughing it out here. So it's all about the econ right now. No reason to give up any economy. Honestly, I shouldn't even be in the black zone, but I was so tired of non-lethal PvP. I really wanted to take some people's stuff. And I wanted to really feel worried, you know? When you're not losing your stuff, even though my repair bills from dying were pretty similar to what my solo encampment, nice. We're pretty close to what my set here costs. So I'm not really losing more currency by being out here. There's just something about losing all your stuff when you die that makes you feel this aversion. Maybe it's because I would also lose anything I looted. And in non-lethal PvP, I don't lose any of the stuff I looted, so maybe that's the deal. But you also make way less currency in non-lethal zones. So I just feel like, you know, coming out into lethal zones is just fun. And there's not really a whole lot of reason not to do it if you're at least decent at PvP. If you're just brand spanking new to the game and have absolutely no idea what you're doing, then you're going to want to stay in non-lethal zones until you figure it out a little bit, because you're just going to get frustrated otherwise. But once you kind of know what's going on, I think it's totally worth... Ooh, nice. Got another map here. To come out into the lethal zones. Even if you're a solo player. I mean, I'm totally solo. I've never had a guild. I'm never probably... Well, I do want to have a guild. But probably going to be a while before I end up in a guild. I want to be out here doing this anyway. Because it's just a good time. I love looting chests, and there's so many chests out here doing this. You know, I got this chest, I'm gonna get this thing, so it's gonna give me another chest. A really big chest. I'm a loot goblin. Love it. Need my loots. Need those silver numbers to go up. Just a green chest, that's a bummer. But hey, some fame and fortune. And then we'll head back down and go back to that dungeon. Oh, look, it's a spider. So this is a tier 4 spider, or 5 spider. The last one had 34, this one only has 24k hit points. I wonder if I have what it takes to kill this spider on my own. I definitely don't have the sustain for it. That's too bad. If I had a little bit more sustain, maybe if I had like a 4.4 weapon that had some lifesteal, I could probably do it. That might be something to look into. Who knows? Solo boss layer, here I am. Nobody else was around, but we're still gonna do our little log out. Click the button, wait for the timer. While that's going on, maybe we'll open up a little Google here. Hey, Eckwart's streaming right now. He's doing 8.3 solo in the open world until he dies. Holy snap. That's a brave man right there. I am not throwing on no 8.3 gear and going roaming around until I die. Nobody's here. Let's go do our dungeon. Very exciting. I'm very excited. Ouch. Eat my fishy. All right. This is a different layout than the one that we've been running these last couple of times. Hopefully, I get a not blue chest. There's the boss. What is the chest behind him? Is that a purple? That's a purple. Alright, good deal. Now we know what we're fighting for here. What are we gonna get from a purple chest? Oh no, oh no. Well, poop. I didn't realize that that was out of bounds and that that would reset him. That's too bad. Alright, well, we'll get our energy back up. We just wasted our poison, which is unfortunate. Alright, this time we're not going to get ourselves locked in a corner. Got him. Good deal. Now we get to open our purple chest. Give me something good to eat. 167k, nice. I'll take that. 70k of it is in coin pouches, which I really like because, again, even if I die, I've made 121k. Before anything here. I can't lose that. It's not even possible. Which is awesome. So now we go back out and we go look for some more stuff. So in an hour and a half, we've made, I mean, over 1 million. Not quite 1.5 million. That's pretty good for being out here solo in the black zone. We got a 13-13 here. Alright, they decided that I wasn't worth it. That's the other thing about being out here super low tier, is you're just kind of not worth it. And so people just kind of leave you alone. Because, like, one of those people were to kill me, they don't know that I have, you know, 500k in my inventory. But what they're looking at is 70k on my person. And going, well, do I really want to fight this person and maybe have somebody come jump me? Over 70k, over a 4.1 set. There's now 6 to 15 people in this zone, because there's that chest that they were fighting over there, and there's some stuff going on in the zone. And that's kind of how these black zone things work. Everything's kind of a moving target, because the open world event stuff just kind of happens willy-nilly. And so people follow that stuff around. And so when people realize that there's something going on in the zone, they're gonna go there. It almost got nuked. Nice. Level 85 on my shield. All good stuff. Ooh. Another. Oh, I think that's a crystal snake. Crystal cobra. I wonder if their base attack is as good as the spiders. It's better. We were not gonna survive that fight. Ooh. It's one of those random zones, but it's fiber. So I'm just up here looking. Ooh, a nice boss. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this boss. Because they're just worth so much. Good fame. Good currency. Just raw currency. So again, nobody can take it from you. Nice. Got an extra 5k in there. Getting pretty full. I'd like to maybe find one more dungeon map. Fight one more boss. Maybe get another 100k. Ooh, nice. This is just nice and smooth right now. Hmm. This might be the end of this little trip here. I don't really see anything more of value. And I've pretty much looked everywhere. I got the solo dungeon. Or I got the solo engagement zone. I got 2 dungeons. I don't see any more stuff to get. I'm gonna head back and take my safety portal. So why is the safety portal important, in my opinion? And I was just thinking about this, and it's because the safety portal allows you to front load the cost of teleporting back to town. So if I take a safe portal and I take it out here, then I'm only paying for what I bring with me when I come out. And I get to teleport for free everything that I get while I'm out here back to the city. Whereas when I use the return home teleport, I pay for everything that I've picked up while I'm out here as part of that teleport cost. And so while it can be fairly expensive, it also saves you a considerable amount in not having to use the return home. So that's pretty good. I kind of want to run around in this tier 7 zone, and I kind of want to see if I can find a tier 7 dungeon, because I want to see if I can do it. Just out of curiosity. I don't see a map. This looks like a spot that would normally have a map, and it just doesn't right now. But I guess one of the best ways to find out if I could take on the tier 7 zone would be to take on these guys. If there's not going to be a dungeon map, what's the point, right? We'll just look around a little bit on my way. If I find one, that's great. If I don't, meh. See, that looks like an area that would probably have one too, but it just doesn't right now. Lower tier areas seem to have a lot more availability of the dungeon maps. The other thing that's good about this safe portal is it doesn't take any time. You click it and you teleport in. You don't have to... Ooh, there's a map. Okay. And most of these enemies are just regular enemies too. Like it was meant to be. They were pretty rough though. Ooh. We got them all, eh? Not gonna be able to do that. Alright. Gonna have to hit this archer and this person and bring them out. It seems unlikely that I'll be able to beat the tier 7 boss. Just based on my experience with these very basic enemies here. But I'm still gonna give it a try. So when you click on the layer and you haven't killed everything yet, everything that's attached to that layer map will actually aggro you. So if you don't know what you need to kill, just click the map and it'll let you know. Ooh, somebody died right over near there. Hopefully they're not coming this way. Alright, nobody's around. We're gonna go in the boss layer. Hit the log out button, wait for it to happen. Alright, 20 more seconds. And then we're good to go. Alright, we're in the clear. And we sold that other Master's Cape that we've picked up. Okay, well those were really, really basic enemies, so they're really easy to kill. We got 3 wizards here. Oh no, oh no. Well, that was bad. We're gonna make it though. I'm definitely getting through this and taking out this boss. It's gonna happen. Because if I could get a legendary chest in here, that would be super dope. Ooh. That was so close. My goodness. My goodness gracious. Hopefully nothing else in the rest of this little dungeon is quite that hard. Including the boss. As a matter of fact, I'd really love it if the boss only had a blue chest. And wasn't insanely ripped out of his brain. I'm pretty good at most of the undead bosses. One that breathes himself in fire and chases you around, though, I have a little bit of a problem with because I'm stupid. Oh, it's the arcane boss. I actually think I should be able to do this. The damage of this boss should be pretty high. But I think I can win. And it's just a blue chest, so... Oops, mess that up. I'm gonna poison early. Might end up getting 2 of them in this fight. Oh, it summoned like big bad. Believe in me. We're gonna make it. We made it. We made it in 4.1 gear through a tier 7 dungeon for an extra 285k. Worth. 762k in about 30 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, this is how you make currency right here. They have overtuned the shiznit out of these dungeons. I honestly think it might be time to break out a bigger set. Might be worth it to just bring my 6.2 set out here. I mean, I know it's 1 million gold, but I've already made about 2 million gold. Or 1 million silver, not 2 million. So I'm making a little more than 1 million silver an hour. And this would mean that I could maybe even go into tier 8 zones with my 6.2. And maybe do some tier 8 dungeons. It would mean that sometimes when people just leave me alone, instead of just leaving me alone, they attack me. But it would also mean that there are more people that I could actually fight and win. Where's my portal at? It only appears when you get near it. There it is. But yeah, then you just click it one time, and bam, you're back. Which is kind of awesome. So let's hit the sword on this. Let's get my free 49 here. So we have 713k is the expected value. We hit quick sell. It's gonna try and give us 190k. But we're definitely not gonna sell that. It looks like a bunch of stuff isn't gonna sell, so we're gonna sell selected here. Oh, we gotta repair. Okay. Quick sell. We now have 527. This is looking at just 327. Let's look for big disparities. That's not in there. That's not in there. Quick sell. We'll make a couple of sell orders. Yeah, that's where all that extra currency went. And those things may not sell for a really long time, but it doesn't matter. I mean, that's money in the bank. Money in the bank. Okay. You know what? Let's freaking do it. Let's freaking do it. Let's risk 1 million silver. Let's even take a better mount. What does it cost me to teleport now? Now it wants 56k, which is still totally worth it to me. We still have 7 poisons and a fish. We still got half a fish worth of value left. Well, not half. Only a little bit of a fish. Whoops. What zone am I in? We're in a tier 6. We got a tier 7 just above and a tier 7 through here. Okay, well this tier 7 is super close, so when we come back, we'll literally just be coming straight through here. So this person may decide they want to fight us. Let's see if we can get a little distance here. Okay, I think we're going to be safe. No map. Tier 7 Beetle, probably can't kill that in 6.2 gear. Not by myself anyway. Dang, a tier 7 Cobra. Yo, there's some really good group content out here in these now. Some really good group content. For some small groups, like a full party, like 4 or 5. You could really have a lot of fun running 4 or 5 out here. And that's what I think these areas should be about, is small group content like that. Zerg vs. Zerg stuff just isn't any fun. And it doesn't remove nearly enough stuff. You know, when you've got small group content and small groups of people fighting, then... Oop, there's my... You know, they lose a lot of stuff. They die and they go back out fast. Because a small group is much more mobile than a large group. But if you get a big group going, then, you know, it takes half an hour after a wipe to get that group back out there. Oops. Oops. That person's only 1200. If they try and fight me, I will kill them. Unless they come try and fight me right now when I'm basically dead. In which case, I will die. It's possible that they're here to tell other people that I'm here. Maybe they're a member of the guild that owns this zone. So I may get a mess ton of guildies coming after me here in just a sec. Which means I need to go ahead and hurry this up. Try and get my dungeon. And then not be standing here when a bunch of guildies show up and start whooping my butt. Because the last thing I want is a mob of guildies that run into me. Dang, there's a crystal cobra. That's 3 crystal enemies that we've seen so far out here. The game has changed so much for the better for small teams out here. The problem is once small groups really start coming out here and doing stuff, you're going to find that the Zergs come out and just start killing small groups. And that's why they need to eliminate the Zerg play. Because it makes it the only way to play. Alright. Now we wait for this timer one more time. We see what we get. 30 more seconds. And then we're good. Nobody come in. Nobody come in. 10 more seconds. We're gonna make it. I believe. Hey. Bammo. There we are. Into the dungeon we go. This is easily the most fun I've ever had in the Black Zone. And it's the most success I've ever had in the Black Zone. Normally I'm just running around doing solo dungeons from the main spawn. And that's not really all that exciting. But these boss layers, they're quick. The majority of what you do is out in the open, right? Because you're going around, you're looking for those boss layer maps. And all of that is out in the open world. And so it makes you a target. Then once you get the dungeon map or the layer map, then, you know, you run down and you kill the boss real fast. And there's a very small section where you're fairly safe. Okay. This boss is fairly easy. I'm gonna drag him away from his little orb there for a second. Oop. He's just gonna cast another one. Let's throw poison at him. In the sense of not making this as simple as possible. So, good deal. Hey, and a nice little blue chest. That's too bad. Would have liked to have seen a higher tier chest in here, but 81k is not bad. We'll take it. Was a pretty quick and easy, no pain. We get teleported out. Get back up on our high horse here. There's a granite zone or a stone zone over here. Tier 7 stone zone, but looks like tier 6 stone. Or tier 7 zone, tier 6 stone zone. And then we just keep running around looking for camps with maps. Let's try and stay away a little bit from the exits. Doors tend to be a hub of activity. So sometimes you can get caught out. But I just have to remember all I have to do is get back through this area here. Because my portal is right through there. So it won't take me anything. And I'll be able to use my shield bubble all the way through. Once I hit there, all the way to my portal. So I'll be pretty safe from this zone. As long as I don't get dismounted super early. Keep my eyes open. Everything should be alright. We got a boss here. Does it have a... Nope. Doesn't have a map. That's all I really care about. I care about the engagement zones and the maps. If you are out here fame farming, you might consider killing the bosses. They're worth quite a bit. But my whole concern right now is just getting the maps. I'm surprised that nobody's ever at these resource nodes. Who that is? That's a 1218 right there. I could definitely fight that person. If they give me an opportunity, I definitely will. Cobra over here with 33k. just come check and see if this person bailed. Yeah, they bailed. Bummer. Would have been a good fight. They're a little lower IP than me, so it would have been mostly in my favor, but I'm also an idiot, so it probably would have been mostly in their favor. Give me another dungeon, come on. Or give me a combat engagement zone. All the engagement zones I've seen on here, oh, we're up to 6 to 15 people now too, instead of 0 to 5. Hey, here we go. Combat engagement zone. They definitely juiced up the enemies. Let me tell you. I mean, I'm in 6.2 gear. And this is only a tier 7 zone. But if I go in here and I look, we've got 5% damage and health modifiers, that's it. Because this is only a quality 2 zone. Okay. Having a little trouble with the buttons there. Oop, forgot to eat my fishy too. Need my fishy. Fishy is life. The amount of fame you get from these, because the number of enemies you have to kill is about the same as the number of enemies you have to kill in a lower tier zone. But the amount of fame you get is about double. So you're kind of doubling your efficiency out here. Although you are also pretty much quadrupling your risk. Even more than that. I have 10 times the risk out here because I'm risking 10 times a set. 10 times value. So it gets pretty scary to come out here. I'm all out of energy too. If somebody comes up on me, I'd be in trouble. No energy, no health. I'd be dead. Instantly. Common solo tome cache. Okay, just some fame in there, that's nice. What did I get? 3 different factions. Nice. A little sad that there's not a map in here. But that's alright. We'll keep looking, we'll find another one. Just gotta keep on keeping on. I see a good mist. I'll definitely go in the mists too. It's a little more dangerous to be running around with such a high-end tier or a high-end gear set in the mist zones. Just because you have a much better chance of running into people in those, but it'll be worth it. It'll be fun. Ooh, a map. Nice. A map with almost nothing guarding it. Wow. Lucky. Oh, and it's right here next to me even? Oh my goodness. This worked out so good. Please let it be legendary. Give me that legendary chest. It's a solo dungeon. That's my boss lair. Away we go. Hit our escape. Hit our log out. We just do that so that we know. Because it's 90 seconds until this thing closes. Thirty more seconds. There it goes. Fantastic. Away we go into the dungeon. Get my energizer here. Get my energy back up. And away we go. I think that my next shield is actually going to get to max before the rest of my stuff does. Alright, oh, another blue chest. It sucks. I want a purple. Maybe I'll get a really good blue. Got him. 66K. That was significantly less than I was hoping for. We're only up to 159 right now. It cost me 50 to come out here, so I'm only up 100. It's funny to me that I was making so much more currency running around in the tier 5 zones. Like, it kind of makes me feel like I should just pop back over to this tier 5 zone that I came from with my portal, or tier 6 zone that I came from with my portal, and just go check out what's going on in there. Because I've pretty much explored everything here. The group dungeon I can't do solo. I've gotten two maps, and I beat the one zone that wasn't a resource zone, the engagement. So I think probably best just go back into this tier 6 zone, see what we can see in the tier 6. Maybe get a little more currency. And then there's my portal. Still have over an hour. An hour and 7 minutes left on the portal. Good deal. We don't have any more fishes, I don't think. Nope. So whatever we got left on the fish, which is about 20 minutes. Basically all we got left. Is this a group zone? Wow. I think this is a group size zone. It's a resource zone. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I thought we only got single size zones, but I think that's a group size zone. That's wild. There's so many resources here. Holy cow. Okay. Well, that's important to know. I didn't realize that group zones could be gather zones. That's bonkers. No map. Looking for maps and engagement spots. We got a beetle there. What up, beetle? Come on. Give me the thing that I want. I don't think I've done a Morgana map yet. Bummer. Sometimes you get lucky. But not today. Looks like maybe there's a zone right here. Another beetle. Didn't look very closely for this map. I almost missed it. Morgana's lair map. Let's get over there. Oh, somebody's bringing a power core past where I'm at over there. I don't want to get too close. It's possible they're just a solo, but they might have a group with them protecting them. So I want to avoid them if at all possible. Get over to my dungeon. They'll be preoccupied. They likely won't come directly back this way. Here's my lair. Nobody's around. We go in it. Hopefully nobody from there comes out here and sees it. We hit our logout, start our countdown. Our big problem is we now have a minute until we can gain this buff again. If somebody comes in here, I'm probably effed. Right in the B. That's okay. If somebody comes in, then we run. We run in. Because we have 30 seconds until we can get our bubble again. And if we can get in and not actually hit them, then they chase us here. We run back out. We exit, we get our bubble, we mount up, and we run north towards our portal because we still have an hour until our portal disappears. So we have a good opportunity here. And now we only have to make it for 5 seconds. 2 seconds. All right, we're safe. At this point, if somebody comes in here, we leave, we mount, we run. We should be good. Unless there's a whole lot of people out there waiting to gank us and they chase us down, then there's not really any reason to believe that we'll get killed. And even if we did, we guaranteed made 88k, which means we at least paid for our trip out here. Although we still haven't paid for our set. Of course, we paid for our set before we came out with that other set. We're going to use up all this stuff. And away we go. Oh, that's the exit. I almost left. Gosh, I'm an idiot. For some reason, I was trying to mount. I've done that a couple of times. Yo, what's up, Venom Weed? Love to see a new name in the chat. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. How are you? Oh, yeah. No, I was just waiting. Oh, you mean for the teleport. Yeah. Yeah, I'm an idiot sometimes. I'm an idiot sometimes. If I do something dumb like that and you see it, you just let me know. I don't even mind. Also, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Love to have new people around. It's always fun to have new folks in the chat. Have you made any of these new boss layers yet, Venom? Because I gotta tell you, this is the most fun I've had in the Black Zone, literally ever. I'm loving every second of this. Make it about 1 million per hour. The new boss layers, they're really short dungeons. They just have bosses in them. And in the open world, there are little encampments that you kill. And they have maps on them. And you click the map and it opens up a boss layer for you. And then you just go kill a boss. Like, here's my boss right here. So this dungeon was just hella short. Got it, got it. Yeah, I'm loving these things. The The encampments out in the open world are super fun. I hit one earlier where I got the cash from the encampment. There was a random chest that spawned there that nobody had picked up. So I got that chest. Whoops. Okay. Stop getting bounced around like an idiot. I haven't fought this boss in a while. And then I got a map, all from just one encampment. So I ended up with like 3 chests just from fighting one encampment. It was the dopest. Okay, dude. I'm gonna need you not to kill me. Whoops. I messed that up real bad at the end there. I was doing good. And then I just totally lost my rhythm. And everything went a little pear-shaped. But that's alright. We'll get it. Oh, I should have thrown a freaking poison at him. Gosh, I suck. Because they made the mob stronger this patch. Yeah, they did make the mob stronger this patch. That's true. I am wearing 6.2 gear, though. And this is a tier 6 zone. I mean, this is a new character, so my IP isn't super high. I'm only a little over 1200 right now. But still. Hit you with that poison. Yeah, but I don't have spec in the secondary. Like I have. So this is my destiny board right now. So I've got my primary spear is 90, but I don't have any of my secondaries. So I'm missing basically 100. An extra 100 IP in there because I don't have the secondaries tiered up. Hey, 240k out of a blue? Nice. I mean, it's like 100 IP. It's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. I mean, it's only half of what you get for maxing the spec of your primary, but still. Alright, let's try and find another one of these maps. And I want to go look at this because I haven't looked at that yet. There's a map. I really love that you have to be out here in the open world to do this, though. I mean, just anybody could come fight me at any time. When I was in my 4.1 set, from 700 IP came and fought me, and I was almost 1000 IP, and I wasn't going to fight him. But he started attacking me while I was half dead, so I killed him. It was pretty entertaining. But that's my first lethal kill on this character. I mean, I think it's going to start getting much more dangerous out here because of all this open world stuff that you can do. I think there's going to be a lot more solos and small groups and stuff like that. So even when there's not big time stuff going on, I think you're still going to end up seeing quite a few people out in all the different black zones. Which is great. I mean, that's what it should be. It should be, you know, Zerg vs. Zerg and GVG during the times when like stuff is going on. And then the rest of the time, it should be, you know, small groups and people running camps and doing stuff like that. That's fair. That's fair. There did seem to be a lot more people when I first got on 2.5 hours ago than there are now. One of the beginning zones was at 15 to 50 people. Yeah, I still want to do it just in case I'm not watching. I still like to have the timer just in case, because sometimes I alt tab and like go look at Reddit on my other monitor or something like that. And if I don't have the timer, then I won't guaranteed see it. I don't know. I haven't looked. Have not looked. I've got my entire um, like global chat on, so it would probably cycle through if I wasn't paying really close attention before I saw it. But I'll check this time and see if it does. I mean, redundancies are never a bad thing. It's nice to have a couple of different ways. It does. Yeah, the entrance to this dungeon has closed. No more players can enter right down there in the chat. Nice. I would have never even thought to look in the chat for that. Spear is so much fun. Alright. Is that another blue chest? Dang, where's all my purple chests at? Come on now. This boss is way weaker. Nice. That was super easy.
They are coming for me.
Give me something good. I have the slow passive set right now. It'll me escape in PvP and kite. But no, I don't have the lifesteal one set right now. I guess I could probably do that whenever I enter. The dungeon as part of that little 90 seconds or whatever. And then just before I leave, change it back in case I get jumped. That might be a good call. Ooh. Ooh. Dang it. That's too bad. Here. Nah. Hey. Knight's Vow unlocked. Oh. What are you chilling out over there for, bud? You're just waiting, aren't you? For nature, you can just step on their AoE Q and they will lose their mount. Oh. That's cool. That's really funny. Well, either party with me or go away. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Dang. Can't believe I almost wasted my heal. No, I got stuck on the stupid wall. No, he's gonna get away. Oh my god. When did his kiting suddenly get good? At the beginning of this fight, this person was a total trash can. Oh no. Now I put myself in a terrible position. Yep. Well, fuck me. If I hadn't missed that last spear right at the beginning there, when he first started running away, I would have had him pretty good there. But I missed that spear, and then it all went to shit.
Buying or selling?
Sad day.
Deal. Local goods. Got everything?
Does that dual me only weapon 500k scam actually still work? I can't believe that anybody is still falling for that. I'm going to take this 4.1 set back out then. I was doing pretty good in the 4.1 earlier. Accessories, bag. Get some fishes. Get some poison. Okay. I don't want just one. Alrighty. Why do I have 2 capes? Strange. Alrighty. Because I like the spear is really good for kiting. And so Frostwalk gives me the ability to slow them down when they use their movement speeds and help me keep my distance. So far it's been working out really very well. I was previously playing a lot in Nightfall Abbey and in the Mists, but typically I wasn't the one chasing. There aren't a lot of weapons that want to run away from the spear. Most weapons want to get as close to the spear as possible and chase. So, you know, I ended up fighting a lot of swords, a lot of daggers, a lot of stuff like that. And so having Frostwalk helps me kind of keep them at bay and keep them just within my spear ability range. So I can ability them down a little bit and harass them before getting to a point where I all in. What? Tier 6 zone? Okay. I can do tier 6 in a 4.1. Won't be super easy, but it's doable. I also have spent most of the time I've played this game gathering instead of actually playing the game. So I am not quite as knowledgeable as a lot of people. So some of my choices are probably the wrong ones, but I'll learn eventually. Things have been going pretty good, so I'm not too concerned about it. Oh, did you actually go look up my stats? Yeah. Don't forget that people can do that. It's good though. Keep streamers honest. No, I can't lie about being better than I actually am. Pretend that everybody should be doing whatever I say because I'm so good at this game. Sometimes new players don't know what people are asking, so it's just easier to look up. Ah, got it, got it. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize there was a map here. It was just after the chest. That whole system of maps was such a good add. I am very proud of SBI for this little update. All of these dynamic engagement zones and all of it, just perfect. Ooh, a rare. Nice. Let's see what I get. 300k, what's up? Nice. Ooh, and that map's right next to me. A map there. Little boss layer. Almost just started walking in there. No, I didn't buy a candy. I've just been selling my Halloween candies. I have enough time to play that I'm not terribly worried about my fame getting up all that fast. Doesn't really bother me. I'd rather have the currency to help build up my currency. Of course, I guess a viewer earlier today came and gave me like over 100 million worth of stuff. So I'm actually not super broke like I was up until today. So I don't actually guess I have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, I just, until today when that person gave me all that currency and all that stuff, I was on the struggle bus. I had like 3 million. And so I haven't quite gotten to the point where I really realized that I kind of have a lot of currency now. I haven't quite gotten there yet. I'm used to being broke, saving. That's true. That's true. I watched a video Ekwart put out just a little earlier where he literally ran out naked into the black zone. And in the course of his stream, he ended up in like 6.3 gear or something like that. And he literally walked out there bare ass with nothing. And just started picking up the treasures or whatever, punching them with his fists. It was a pretty funny video. I enjoyed it. Yeah, until today, I didn't even know that these dungeons were a thing. So I had been like running around in the mists and doing non-lethals to try and make currency while I was still trying to build up and fame up and stuff. Because I'm used to playing the way you kind of played before, where you do all the solo dungeons and all that stuff, trying to tier up. And I didn't realize that they had just kind of made it so you could skip all that. You just come out here and do this. Megaton of currency. I was enjoying the mists. I mean, I got a lot of PvP in while I was doing non-lethal mists. Got a lot of PvP in. It was hella fun. Oh no, not this dude again. And this time I'm in 4.1 gear. Row.
For my mistress.
Nice. That went way smoother. Thanks for the tip. Way smoother. Oh, only 72k? Bummer. We got a new reward here. Hey. It's a currency. What's this one worth? 50k? Booyah. Give me another 130 there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I sort of don't remember what direction I came from. I'm pretty sure I came from down here, yeah. So I need to go up around this way to try and find another one. Oh, I want to kill the cobra. Ain't no way I'm killing it too. Ooh, a boss. Gotta kill the boss. Oh. I was just barely not in there. Like before all these solo players, jazz updates, I used to play with 250 ping in US and only did yellow solo dungeons. Got like my first 10 to 20 mil fame from yellow zone solo dungeons. Each day only used like 20k fame without premium. Yeah. Yeah. It definitely used to be rougher. I've kind of played off and on pretty much since the game came out. Every now and then I jump on for a patch, and when the Europe server came out, I actually went really, really hard gathering on the Europe server. But it didn't really do anything else. Just gathered a whole lot. Made a couple 100 mil in a couple of months, and then quit. Started playing some Once Human. Nice. Did I just get Almost 200k out of that guy? I did just almost get 200k out of that guy. Holy cow. I think that's the most I've ever gotten out of an enemy before. That's crazy. That's real crazy. I like to try and clear the whole zone. I did just find out just a little bit ago. I thought that only the solo dynamic zones could have gathering in them, but I ran across a group zone that had a gathering spot in it, and it had tons of gatherables, like tons of gatherables. It was kind of bonkers. Oop, there's a person. 1387. That's about 100 higher than me. I still think it's worth the fight if they fight me. Let's go maybe see what they're up to. Oh, is that the stupid ice? I suck at chasing people too. How long does this have? 22 hour? Nope. Yeah. Yeah, we saw how bad I am at chasing people down. That person would get me for sure. Oh no, I'm not 1200 anymore. I'm only 1000. That person's 300 higher than me. I am no longer wearing my 6.2 because I died. Whoops. I just almost fought that dude. Oh, that would have been good times. That would have been real good times. What am I supposed to win against Druidic Staff? Is that... Oh, I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I win some, I lose some. It's fine. Come on now. Where's my freaking map? Might be time to go to a different zone. We got a tier 5 zone just below me? Yeah, let's go do that. I don't know what you're talking about. Nature stabs are the worst at PvP. That dude got me on top of that bridge and just whooped the snot out of me. It was honestly a pretty smart tactic of them. Take me up on that bridge where I couldn't dodge their knock-up very well. I mean, granted, I still should have won that fight, but it was a pretty smart move. Is that a 5.4? Ooh. Unlocks in 48 minutes? Darn. It's about to get crazy in this zone. About to get crazy. It's fine. Wasn't the first time, won't be the last time. I'm pretty easy to bait into bad situations. It doesn't take a whole lot to drag me somewhere I'm not supposed to be or trick me into doing something dumb. There's tons of gatherable spots over here. There's a lot of spots here, but it's hard to say because all the new resource spots, yeah. Yeah, that's, just keep running into all these resource spots. But thankfully, you don't have to find the engagement zones to get the maps. They can be at any of these larger camps, which is cool. So it's not just about the engagement zones. You kind of have to explore the whole map. And I like that because it keeps people out, you know, wandering around the zone. And I think this was a really, really good update. I think they really did something good with it. Hopefully, people are enjoying the content. By the way, you can also do tracking like this. Oh, you know, that's a good idea. I should level up my tracking. I have never done tracking before. It's the only life skill that I haven't worked on at all. Yeah. Okay, well this is a zone. There's just somebody on it right now. I don't really feel like having to deal with them. They are significantly stronger than me. So we'll just keep wandering around and we'll come back to this later. Ooh, blue wisp. I almost feel like I gotta go in that. If I get an epic or a legendary, I'll definitely go in. Well, I don't know why people hate the update. Maybe they're stupid. I think it's a great update. I'd never come out in the black zone. It's never been worth the risk for me. I'm having all the fun. At least I never do anything open world in the black zone. I've always just done solo dungeons. I mean, that might be true. But I was on at 9:30 p.m. Central Time earlier for an hour. And I didn't have any trouble. That's not what I wanted. Just ninja kick the damn rabbit. don't know. I think people are so spread out in the Black Zone now because of the save portals that I honestly think you could probably come out here anytime. You know, during prime time, you're probably going to have a little more trouble. I think you'd be alright during most times. And there are multiple factors, day of the week, etc. Also probably just was because the type. That might be true too. The hype for the patch probably has died down a little bit. Alright, get my chest. Uncommon, nice. 26k in it. What's up? Nice, and this was just right here next to me again. Boss Slayer. Do 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 do. No, I usually run the Thetford cape, but again, it's usually because I'm playing PvE. I looked into a couple of capes earlier, and I really don't know which one I want. I really haven't done a ton of experimenting. Oh, I do have it in my own. Cool. Let's see, what does it do? Activates when you do an auto attack. Collect energy at your core for 0.5 seconds, unleash it, dealing 304 magical damage in a 6-meter radius. Reduces damage of enemies hit by 15%. Ooh, that's good. Cooldown 30 seconds. Wow, that's a really good one. Yeah, I like that. So I think the reason I probably skipped over that and didn't think about it in the past was because it's auto attack. And I don't auto attack a ton during PvP. Because normally I'm trying to make a little distance and just poke them with the spear. But we'll give it a shot. Hey, level 90. On my second shield. Yeah, normally I just follow the guide that I watched years and years ago, which was Levi talking about using the spear as your first weapon with the torch back before the Muizak was even a thing. And so I've just always played specifically that build. And so it was all Thetford Cape and Torch, and I've just never stopped playing that. Every time I come back to the game, I start a new character and I always play the same build. But this time I decided I'd rock a shield and just see how that feels. And I was thinking either the Aegis, which I already leveled up, or the face breaker for the ability damage. Since my typical PvP strat is to just hit them with the spear as much as possible. Yeah, I think he quit a long time ago. I haven't seen any stuff from him in it's been years. I think he did a small comeback for a little while. I feel like I saw him do some roams or something. Ah, that makes sense. He didn't like the fact that people didn't have to go to the black zone to get good stuff anymore, I assume. Need more riding for 3 hours than he did. That's funny. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. 48k, bummer. That was a bad one. This has been kind of a bad run in general. Is that right, though? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not terribly concerned. I mean, I'm making somewhere between 500k and a mil an hour right now. I feel pretty good about it. I got pretty lucky earlier on a couple of them, so. Let me go back over here and see if I can get this other encampment real quick. Although it looks like it might not still be there. But if it is, we'll get it. Not there anymore. Bummer. How often do those things change? That's crazy. Like the third or fourth time that's happened to me. Ooh, it's a map. Please don't come over here and kill me. Let me get my map in peace. You're right. You're right. I knew that was going to happen when I saw that earlier. Can't believe I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Hopefully that means they'll stay the F away from my dungeon over here. And I won't get invaded. Yeah, that's what I figured would happen. Okay, you stupid buttface. Oh, that's what that electric burst is the Avalonian cape. Okay. Cool, cool. I just did one. Also, this is a tier 5 zone now that I'm in. Oh, you mean the map in my inventory. You mean this. I'm not really worried about the solo dungeons. They take too long now with these boss things being here. Like, there's almost no point in even doing the solo dungeons. I like these much more. They're quicker, they feel better, they get me moving around. Yeah, I do need to go back, that's true. Do need to go back. Gonna finish up this dungeon real quick and then do that. Oh my god. I freaking did it again. That's hilarious. That is father mucking hilarious. Well, that's 3 mil I'm never gonna see then. Bad day for me. Oh, that's good stuff. That's quality gameplay right there, let me tell you. That's quality gameplay right there. Oh, that's funny. Honestly, though, I love it when stuff like that happens. It used to bother me when I was younger and, like, more sweaty. But it's just hilarious to me now. Like, what a ridiculous freaking thing to do. To just leave my dungeon. To sit there for 90 seconds to make sure that nobody can come in it, and then leave it. Like an idiot. That's just epic. Safety portal. The safety portals are easily one of the best things they've made.
Friend.
I love that you get to front load the cost of leaving. We're gonna hit the cell here. I'm gonna repair all, quick sell. It should be 346. They're gonna get 286. But let's check. Anything missing a whole lot here? That one loses 19. That one loses 10. Create a sell order for that. Create a sell order for that. All right. Do I? Oh, I do. Look at that. 43k. Boom. Well, I started off earlier with only 6.5 or something. Now I'm up to 9.5 in about 3 hours. Some of that is because some stuff that I put up for sale before it came up. But also not everything that I've sold has sold. Not everything that I put up for sale has sold, so we're doing pretty good. Made about $1 million an hour there, which I'm very happy with. That's probably where I'm going to call the stream for tonight. That's a solid 3 hours and 20 minutes. For those of you who are new to the channel, I stream twice a day usually. I stream at 11 a.m. Pacific, and then again at like 8 or 9 p.m. Pacific. So I stream for like 6 hours in the morning and then 3 to 4 hours at night. So feel free to stop by if you're at work and bored and you want to hang out during the day. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the stream for tonight. So thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks Venom for the good tips today. Definitely have made my gameplay improve a little there. So I really appreciate that. Yeah, and thanks to anybody who followed or subbed or anything like that as well. I really like having new people in the channel. I'm really enjoying growing the channel. So please come back, bring your friends. We'll hang out and have a good time. So hope everybody has a good day and I'll see you next time. Hey, have a good night, Skoski.